And all right, that's awesome. All right, so let's go over this shit, and I mean that shit. So today, and again, maybe by the end of the day, we can make a move. Today, SPY, for the most part, you look at the 24-hour. What happened? You know, we are technically still in the same range. We are closing green up against that candle, so that could be a sign of potential trend or potential tension break. I wouldn't. I'm not trusting it. I see the 1, 2, 3 low or higher low there. That's kind of got to be included in that analysis, and not even a need for a channel there. Just a fucking line. So looking at the 24-hour and looking at the potential here, the only thing that we can bet on is that this thing skyrockets out, right? That's it. Otherwise, everything is still sitting above a gap. So while that may be a target, and I would go ahead and aim probably around the 608 target to the upside if we're able. So, I look at this and there's nothing. I just was telling Bobby, there's nothing about this that excites me at all. In terms of like potential, we look at the Forex factory, we look at tomorrow's data. We've got CPI coming in the morning, right? And that's virtually, and then Powell's testifying. So hopefully those two things get us somewhere. And that means that the data needs to be outside of what the expectation is. So you place your bets. I think this is definitely still something that I can move into a lower time frame, as we discussed. Skyrocket today or tomorrow. I'm personally not calling for a skyrocket now. But here are some lines in the sand that you can go ahead and say, this is where we go up. Because this is not a box that we're repunching back through, we're looking for a 606.35 mark. And unfortunately, right, you're going to be faced with this little shit that's going on YouTube. So kind of zooming this out. So we need to break over, right? And we'll get rid of that. We need to break over that 606.41. And hopefully tomorrow we're not opening up at it, because that's where we could potentially see that reversal. And then underneath us, right, and where we just recently left is 605. So those three marks, which kind of look like the beginning of a box, but anyway, those are going to be the first. And if I'm calling anything, that's where I could see us going tomorrow. We need something big, and I'm going to keep repeating myself. QQQ, 24-hour time frame. Yep. Mic check. Yeah, we're good. 24-hour time frame. Nothing. We are. It's no different to me. Yes, we bounced off the floor. Yes, this puts price up against that candle close. So again, like SPY, right? You're looking for a signal from the chart, and that chart signal comes above, right, where we've been fighting to maintain or try and close price here, and hopefully sellers are just fucking exhausted. Now, when I look at this and I see these three rejection potentials, I'm going to go ahead and make one future prediction. It's not even a prediction. It's a if this, then that. If by any means we pop out and then immediately, yeah, that's what I wanted to draw. Thanks, TradingView. If we pop up and immediately get drawn back down, I have no doubt in the world that we're going to be back down at 510. If we leave 530 and come back, we're done. I'm going short it all. Bear City. So right now, again, sure, could be a potential area to speculate. I'm still seeing it like this. And I just told Bobby this, and I try not to make statements like this. I feel like this is one of those setups where it's only going to take a tip, just to push one catalyst, one because right now, here's the long and short of it. We are not able to convince buyers to buy at these prices right now. And every time we go up and we reject and we see price diddle daddle right here, sure, it shows that buyers are still able to hold that price. So there's uncertainty when it comes to whether or not we're going to go move up or down. And with that, buyers have had their chance. So while we don't have everything that we need to make a lower time frame or empty space trade, we have a floor. We have 505.60. This is about the time where, for me, there is some speculation on some potential downside trades all the way into the 505s or even further, right? Where I have a floor of, and yeah, I have a floor of around 496, 495. But this is, right, obviously, you tipsy doing TA? No, this is not. It doesn't have any booze in it. But that's something that would have to be out of the money, expiration out a month or two, and obviously you need to be able to afford it. So, anyway, that's the cues. IWM. Something's looming. It's just yeah, my analysis that I gave you this morning is the same analysis that I'm going to give you today. And sellers just can't get the fucking job done. Buyers are trying and failing at recovering up above you. Just wait. Just wait. Just use the lower time frame structure that we have below us, the box, right? Just use that. The target to the downside has not changed. That target is going to be 224. There is a lower time frame channel. So tomorrow off CPI, perhaps that's somewhere where we could go and test that 228 before coming back down. But or even if it's just the gap fill. But yeah, still hands off, guys. All right. So we're gonna keep that off. Okay. Um, is anybody playing CVS for earnings? We'll take a look at those requests here in just a second. All right. So that's our major ETFs. Let's give you guys a quick update on NVIDIA. I'm holding it, right? If we are able, and this is really all that we're relying on, is if again, when we have all of this tension up at the top, we know that there is a move coming. So if something can set us up to the upside, right? Even if it's just for a temporary rip, news, anything of that nature, right? We have that 139 target. But as of right now, I am in that mode where it either works or it doesn't, and it's just that simple. You should make t-shirts that say fill my gap. That would be wild. So anyway, 133.45, we aren't able to close above it. We're sitting up against it. So, either hedge yourself, because this is either going to grow into a large box where we oscillate in a similar way that we did here, or hopefully we can get that move and start moving through this gap. So no real change there. You can tell the market's waiting for something. Now Trip, on the other hand, earlier today I mentioned that it was going to fall. And we could tell, same thing with BBWI, right? Fell down, dropped underneath 18, left empty space behind it, right? And so I think that channel that we're operating in is in play. If you have shorter expiration trades, they're obviously not going to work, but I am holding this into earnings, which means 1750 puts, or which I think I mentioned earlier. So if you grabbed them where you should have, below 1819, and hedged, I think I heard Upturn or somebody say that they grabbed those. But 1758 is where we could see ourselves tomorrow. So anyway, by the way, remember, please drop your request after. Okay, yeah, you already did it. Yeah, repost those guys. I want to make sure, and I'm going to repeat myself. Please make sure that you wait for Ivy to post that, so that it just makes it easier for me to see it as a list. Try and keep that just. Yo, what's up? I am in calls for earnings. Yeah. Yep. 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 That one failed. Didn't. It's going to be an earnings trade. So. All right. Trip and I think we're good to go. Oh, BBWI. So again, I said this morning. We might be able to work our way down there before earnings, right? When we bounce, we're not reversing, we're not really grabbing anything. So hopefully tomorrow we're able to break that 34.75 and just move. But unfortunately, we know very well that earnings is where this moves, right? Earnings move sideways, earnings move sideways, earnings move, so on and so forth, right? Same, literally the same shit. Here, earnings sideways. It's fucking ridiculous. Sounds like it should be a beat. All right. So that's it for me as far as the positions that we're currently dealing with at the moment. So if you have any requests, I'm going to try and grab some of the requests from both sides of this, but we got plenty of time. So I'm Thomas Adobe. 24-hour looks good. You're making your way, walking fast. Pace is past. 24-hour time frame. We're not loading because fiber is the best internet, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I believe if I recall correctly, you've got a floor over here that we're kind of piggybacking off of, and that's exactly what we tapped today. And that is not quite the imbalance in this empty space. 4-hour time frame. That's what I thought. All right, so small box here, and we can just say undisputedly 467.61. We continue moving up. So zoom in. Good bounce right off the imbalance of your candle. So you're going to want to be up above 462 um, going into tomorrow. But yeah, do pay attention to whatever lower time frame setups that you have. Clearly, look at you go to the hourly and immediately clarity. So, all right, we've got Shopify up 24-hour. So with that kind of reversal off of earnings, I and the wick coming off of the thing, dude. Especially for those of you who like to buy longer expiration contracts, dude. 130, 133. There's no reason why there's not it's not worth a shot. Obviously, contracts need to be priced correctly. I don't think that's a weekly trade, but I do think that using lower time frame confluence. Higher time frame, you're set up really, really well. There might be some disputes here on the 15 minutes. So I think just undisputedly, you need to be well above this little gap or wick range. So 124.91. I would not be surprised if you saw a 122.36 retest before that happens. So what platform is this? What do you mean? This is TradingView. Oh, yo, thank you for the gifts. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Keep dropping those requests. I'm moving. Apple. Uh, so this doesn't, yeah, this isn't, you did what we talked about earlier. You ripped up to the top. Hopefully this serves as kind of like a market leading reaction. What did you tap? No shit. Okay, so you went up, tapped, I would assume a 2-hour floor. Let's go. 2-hour. Boom. Right there. Perfect tap. One could only assume. And unfortunately, you are dipping back down. No double dipping. Let's go to the hourly. Oof, not looking good there. You're just teetering on the edge. Yeah, so I would probably be looking around the 231 and 230.44 level. I think let's see here. I think there's plenty of empty space up there, and I do still have faith in this trade to the upside. Um, I don't think that you're fighting, right? So sellers aren't just, and you've already seen where this is closed underneath it, and sellers aren't really taking it under quite yet. Let me be really, really specific. Right there off the candle close. So actually, now that I'm looking at it, and I'm not changing the fact that it is under here, but I am looking in the most recent price action, and that is where we're holding. So you're going to have to set up a plan, 15-minute box, right? Floor is right here at 234. We've got a cost basis at 234.64. And if that breaks, 130 or 235.88. So NVIDIA, same analysis that I gave. Yeah, I already did this one. Same analysis that I gave yesterday. Lower time frame bull crap. You know, you're basically channel chopping here. Um, it's really the 24-hour and the need for a catalyst to get us over this candle close wall, 134, or excuse me, 133.50. And so the candle, you know, if you're in, it's definitely an area where you got to start looking underneath you at what could potentially break. So for NVIDIA, right, it's going to be around 130.22 that we would see a retest first. And then tomorrow, what I need from this is to be above 134.42 candle close. Um, I'm still in this one. I liked the wick earlier here today, but we just lack the buyers to maintain any sort of run to the upside. So yep. All right. MU up. March 14th is Mercury retrograde. I'm getting married on the 15th. And you know why? Because I eat Mercury for breakfast. That's why I'm fucking crazy. No, I'm just kidding. It was a little science joke. It's all right. Ivy, can you cue the soundboard laugh? Silence is deafening. Um, Not that one. All right. Reverse that. Yeah, this looks terrible. Put it in the trash. Turn the compactor on. Call me later. Um, this is all lower time frame jazz, right? So mapping this out, 4 hour, still above the box. So you're tapping, tap, tap. So be back down in the lower time frame. And again, you're waiting for a signal for either direction. Box above, you already tried to retest that. It's 94.39. Cost basis 94.88. And that's where you could possibly send it over 95.65 for a move to the upside. So, downside though, you know, you have a gap underneath you, my guy. So I would be aiming all the way to 91.30 underneath that. And you got empty space. So, hold on, guys. I'm going through the request. Unity software. Hey, Chief, quit walking in my yard. I stand by what I said yesterday. Now you might be exhausted. Oh yeah, look at that. That was the last floor. Didn't we say that today? That little red sausage right there. You landed right on 1955. You're not really responding. So tomorrow, right? Tomorrow you need to be. This is just where you know you're at a floor. When you know you're at a higher time frame floor, you move down. There's a lot of empty space up there, damn. And you map yourself out, right? So over 1975, and at that point, if the momentum's right, it would, yes, I see the candle close right there. No, I'm not including that in the box. I would look to break right over that and go at least retest 1998, at least. So that's where you could say this goes up. But as far as going down, candle close under 1959 or just price breaking 1955. So just go? CVS earnings down. Hold on, guys. I see your request. A lot. That's cooked. Is that had earnings and it didn't really do anything, did it? Does that have earnings today? Tomorrow morning. Okay. Hmm. I. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not a huge fan. I see 59.22 to the upside. Today's whip up, and again, this can change. But if you lose 53 to 42, I'd have a target for earnings to the downside at 50-50 and an upside target of around 59, right? Or if you're feeling ballsy, 61.50. Up 200% on 330s for next week. For what? 80% of stocks tank after earnings regardless of results. I don't I don't know how accurate that is. Where where'd you get that statistic from? I'm all about statistics, dude. Fill me in. Where do I find that at? Let's see. PayPal down. You are broke. One of my least favorite places to short things is the floor. And you've fallen significantly. And when you've moved into this, 76, 78, you really didn't respond positively. And really, it's just the wicks left at 76.27, which you've bounced off of today. And that'll lead you right down straight to 74.20, which I think inevitably this thing gets there. But there is something on the lower time frame, right? And I can see it. So this little channel, right? And we don't have much more insight, but that, so PayPal, right? If you're short, you need to stay below 76.61 and absolutely below 76.85. At that point, if you were unable, you'd be able to go and retest 77.50. AI. Wait, what? AI upside for potential for earnings in 2 weeks has a lot of room down. The rejection today off of cost basis might be a mind changer for me. Um, are you talking about like this empty space up here? Like that little pocket right there? Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I mean that looks like it looks like PLTR. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. If anything, I think I could see it even back down. Just this rejection up here, I think speaks to a 2620 breakdown potentially drive, if especially price driving down below 30.50 this week alone. So, all right, Roblox. Oh hell no! Roblox 2 hour box Cost base is 67.20. Then I guess you could try and go eat some of that empty space up. I personally would be aiming right here at 72.22. All right. PGY upside. It's raining sideways. I'm about to just say that for everything. Sideways. See ya. No shit. um, you guys are. Nobody's saying it like on any sort of news network, but we are in it as of right now in a kangaroo market. And if you've never experienced this before, welcome to hell. It's the worst. It's very rare that we see weekly ranges consolidate this long. Um, so PGY upside. So positives here are you did bounce. I'm not exactly sure what you're seeing. It's got to be a lower time frame thing. Okay, sure. To the lower time frame. Looks like that wick right there is pretty important. So 1178. The first target, if you can push past that, and it's definitely in need of lower time frame analysis. 1226 and 1268. Those would be two targets to the upside. Ugh. All right. Tesla. Yeah. So, I mean, everything you could possibly want. I don't know who asked me about TSLL yesterday, but yeah, I still calling for the same price target to the downside, which is 321. At that point, listen, Tesla's starting to really break into levels whenever you dump, right? Same thing when you rip, you need to keep your foot on the gas pedal. And when I look at this chart, dude, I see there is no doubt in my mind that we're going to retest 269 and maybe even I would actually venture to guess 264. And that's just me flipping my chart upside down, even looking at that. So gap fill, you lose the floor at 305, you're cooked. You are cooked. Congrats to anybody who's trading that down. I hope you guys are doing good trims, and I mean this is a big play. Watch how it responds to the gap. I'm not saying just keep free falling here, but watch how it responds to that gap price of 321.12. So, all right, black and mild. That was a random comment. You just have an impulse here. Oh my god, black. Do you? Good job, dude. I was hoping you did. I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, dude, I hope he held those. Um, so, I mean, the most recent price target, or this is likely going to go and try and fill your gap. You're tapping the top here, which just means you need to follow through with that tomorrow. If the market pulls back, you're going to fall back into your range underneath 321.36. Period. End of story. Dude, I want Sucheros so bad right now. I did. Let me see. Yeah, I did. Candle close is below the floor. There's only the wicks at 75.90 to save you, and everything is on the 15-minute. If you go to the 15-minute, you literally can find the box up above you, and if it punches through, you're going to start moving up, and you can just trust that. That that's what I'm referring to, right? So like, here's some good advice for anybody. If you're playing something down, look for the play up, right? But structurally, not like fantasy wise, but like where does that, like if I explain this to you, We're looking for empty space and a punch through the box. Okay, so fuck me, right? That's my straight line right there. That's crazy. There to there, right? We know that that empty space is going to allow price to move rapidly, and that's going to be bad for your position. So you can just use that structure. You're welcome, dude. Papa. All right. All right. Snow upside weekly. Brother, I agree, right? And I've talked about this one for sure. But I don't, and is this earnings? Not yet. This happens, in my opinion, on earnings. You are building the tension that you need to break out from there. And you're sitting at 183.25. If you drop, you're going to go to 175.94. But my hope for snow is that it does stay in here, or maybe dips below and punches back. But yes. Hi, Dad. What's up, dude? Howdy, son. You making money out there? Snap, or whoops, I said snap typed snow. Listen, God. Disguised Joker. If you gave me a choice between dipping my ass in a pool full of leeches or trading Snap for a week, I'm losing a lot of blood. I'm just going to say that. That, which is a common metaphor that lots of people use, but you you are so fucked in every way virtually possible. You're in a weekly box. You do have a 4 hour baby punchback, right? And I could understand, I think, a lower time frame trade, right? Punchback, go up, hit 1138, but that's it, right? That's literally, I could call that no problem. Empty space. It's got an hourly setup. So if that's worth it for you, 1140, you got it. The the ass full of leashes. I had to come up with that one on the go. Um, it's crazy. Lift. How did that? What'd that do? Did it fall? Maybe short lift. Wait, no, lift didn't. I'm confusing. Oh no, it did. Holy hot shit! Huh? Would you look at that? They have them tonight. I thought they already had them. You're tripping. I'm tripping balls. Okay. Well, that news, bro, that was diabolical. They put news out and then they ripped that shit back down. Oh man, that's a diabolical setup right there. You don't really have a lot of empty space to the upside. You have a giant box underneath you. So you know damn well if you punch through that on earnings, I would say 1208 would be a solid target to the downside on a punchback right there. And then you already tapped that. So what, punchback here, maybe a move up to 1682. So Bulldog Ito. One more Bulldog Ito comment, dude, and actually, you know what? Never mind. I don't have patience. You're out. Huh? Shop? It looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it's got the juice. Looks like with that, at least that candle says so. Pay C earnings, dude. I scarred myself. You remember that, Robert? You remember Pay C, dude? Tried to short it. So funny. We should bring up Elf. Bye. I love you. Um, it today popped up, reclaimed. I know better than to anticipate, like just say immediately this thing is going to go back up. But if you are in the same boat that I'm in, where you're looking at equity purchases, the stop loss on this average down is 74.12, right? Or you can set it for the floor at 66.35. But for me, right there. And we do have empty space at the upside, and I do see the imbalance being target 1 at 80.50 and target 2 86.40. All right, we're moving right along. Can I look at ES? Yeah, I guess. I guess I can ES. Should be pretty similar. Yeah, identical. Same deal, man. And anybody, you know what? You could probably make more buying not on futures, but you could, and it's actually kind of crazy because you have a flat wall on that motherfucker. But you could probably make more just straddling to the lows and then above the highs. Just go to sleep on this thing. But I mean, you want to talk about being packed in. To a area of consolidation. So me personally, I don't really see this in any other or a different way. In fact, this rejection here is, kind of making me feel like if you lose this 60, 65, 50, it's not making me feel that way. That's where I would look for it to go. Is to tap the imbalance here at 60.41 and then 60.15 if you're not able to balance that. So just gave you 2,000 likes, dude. Thank you, Oscar. I really, yeah, damn. I want. No, you can't. I'm talking about options. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, not on the futures, but on, yep. Regati. You guys love this fucking pasta computer company, dude. That's why I don't trade Regati anymore, dude. Too many sweats. No, it's just. Did I just see it? Like for the first time in my life? Yeah. Oh no. I'm way the fuck up in it's still, yeah, he already commented that one, so. Yes, the answer is yes until you get here, which is 1063. And if you can break that, then the answer is yes again. And this looks like one of those stocks that inevitably is gonna fucking die. Punch through that and you're back on the floor, $6. All right. Yeah, trading view is slow as shit right now. TSN up, chicken rise. I feel like a bad person when I eat from Tyson. I just guilt. I just taste like chicken tastes like guilt. 4 hour time frame. So, dude, there's a Simple Earth or some shit like that. Chicken nugget brand, dude. It's so good. Um, 5901 candle close 4 hour on the 24 hour. Who's eating their microphone? Please mute yourself. Also find something else to snack on. But you are above where you need to be on the 24-hour, which makes the next target that 59 floor. But when you move to the 4-hour, right, that's exactly where you reject. So you would need 59 to be recovered tomorrow. 2-hour, it stays the same. Hourly changes is now the imbalance, right? And then you look at the candles. That's where it gets a little weird, right? Because your candles are fucked. And so when I look at this, I personally see um, a lack of volume as on approach. So I would be mindful if I was long and making sure that price does not reverse back down underneath 58.22. But I would be aiming for 50, basically 59 first. Pizza. They have no, they don't. 24-hour time. Jesus. Oh, that was a beautiful punch back into empty space. Damn, Papa. Well, slather me in garlic sauce. I think it looks pretty good. Weekly, maybe? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Floor. Yep. Yep. Oh, my God. How much more channel do you need? Yep. Yep. Well, well, well. You know what? On the weekly, it looks fire, even for a shorter play, up to 47, which I think with this week's momentum, if you can just be up against or at that by the end of the week, you have a straightforward target of 47. Now that's going to be a whole different ball game. You got a box right here or not, right? And so it's going to be above 50-50 where this thing can start looking at weekly empty space up there. I'm not making any prediction for long term, but you know, the setup is there equity wise. Um Laura, I'm gonna trust this channel here and saying 15. Yeah, that lines up too well. That's confluential, not confidential. Confluential. 1535. Nearest candle floor there. That's what I'd be aiming for first. How you respond to that, couldn't tell you. But I can tell you that if you were to bounce back up, because that's what we're measuring for, if you were to bounce back up and start recovering through this, there's still that play up there to the upside. But for now, yeah. What's up, Guap Grinds? How's the. Well, I can imagine how it is, but hope you're having a good day, my guy. See, I didn't say that. That's crazy, dude. Don't mind them, man. I respect the grind. Bunch of degenerates in here. You know what they need? They need to be locked up. Ivy, lock him up. Yeah, he's an in, he's an inmate. Sorry, I totally tuned out halfway through your sentence. Not it's not your fault. I something happened in my brain. Um, I heard half your sentence. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Listen, one of the first things I learned when I got there was don't ask. They'll tell you if they want to, or you'll see it on the news. All right. We'll just say we'll make an assumption. It's probably taxes. You know, we'll just say that he just IRS taxes. You know, a white collar crime there. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, SE. I don't know if I did, but we'll take a look at it really quick. If I missed, Jesus Christ. You know what? Yeah, 131.45 is your next target, my G. No, but this could be a good long term. Up to 205, man. It's got a little bit left to go, but it's got the right juice. What is the monthly low? Oh my God. Yeah, you're if yeah, look at the monthly right here. 136.92 and 145.50. It's a monthly gap. I don't know if I've ever seen a monthly gap. Why am I in present? Oh yeah, that's what they're asking. 11 years, def not worth it. Jesus Christ, my guy. Yeah, that those would be the long term targets on that. I mean, it honestly, it looks good. Um, I mean, launching into it now would be rough to get into, but I think on the 24, yeah. So we'll just stick with the top of the red candle here, nearest to us, and that's 134.50. So, but yeah, that's great setup, man. Good job. Yeah, clipping right out of that channel. I drew that channel forever. Yeah. Oh, beautiful, dude. What time frame do I recommend scalping? You need everything is rooted in the 24-hour time frame, but then if you're going to scalp, you need to map that down to the hourly. See how the hourly plays out to the higher time frame. Or excuse yes, how do they correlate, right? What needs to happen on the 24-hour in order for that hourly to go? And then, if I'm scalping and I'm in motion and I've just taken that trade, a lot of the time I'm going to be on the three. But yeah, we did. We killed it with PLTR. All right, coming in at the close. AAL down. You're so could I mean today was a decent start, and let's see. The wicks are there. The candle close is here, so that tells me there's a lower time frame setup that's going to explain this in better detail. And it looks like you might have a prescription for more chop. So I would be looking for a 1660 reclaim, a 1674 bounce, or break, and then you might go fill that empty space up, right? And you move down in here to the lower time frame, and you can kind of see what we clipped off of today. So that's where we fall 16, 18, and then now you know where you need to stay below. So hopefully it's just a retest up above. Um, all right. Yeah, we already did that one. Roblox sound downside. Yeah, I think we talked about this one before. After that rejection, 24-hour time frame. If one wanted to now, the way that you're falling, hopefully you don't chop, but you are heading down to this floor, and I expect for that 1250 to get hit. If that breaks with motion, I could see this thing down to 950. I think you've spent enough time up here without being able to grab onto anything. So yeah, that one could be cheap, out of the money, speculative retest of 950 underneath you. I don't mind that at all. All right, IO and Q, and back down to the floor. Yeah, so on the 24-hour time frame, you need a floor break, and that is right here at 3682. 4-hour time frame, that should change, and that should drop down just a little bit. That should be 3607. So underneath 36, yes, I could see a significant drop, and you are going to. I could almost say for certain that you're about to fall when I look at something like that. Yeah, overhead pressure is really, really, really strong. You're losing your supports. Buyers are unable and do not want to seem to buy at these prices. So yeah, 36.26 and 33.40 and 30.60 targets. ACHR. Breakout. Wait, what? Breakout up? No, I don't think so. Not with that candle today. It's got to be earnings or some sort of data that would come in. But with that kind of rejection, if anything, unless you could engulf, that is the only option is you go fully green tomorrow, and that gets you to the top. What the fuck is happening here? Come on. But no, honestly, when I look at that, it almost feels like there should be like a channel or something here, but it kind of feels like it's going to drop. Just curious, what does the Discord cost, for when I touch down? If you go to the website, we've got several different options, but the workshop is, I think, 500 or something like that. I should probably know my own prices. That's the best bang for your buck. What do I think about AMD? We'll take a look at that in just a second. ET earnings tonight. Okay. Earnings tonight. Okay, so let's answer a simple question. Do you move on earnings? And it looks like from just a glance, you do. Let's see. Earnings. Eh. Okay, I was sadly mistaken. So earnings is hot dog, doo-doo, cuckoo, caca water. And that's on God. So channel. Whew. Yeah, so I mean, if you got tension for sure, but you would either bounce off this floor and shoot up into that 22, or you're destined for downside. And I'd be aiming at cost basis, but I'd be aiming at 1823 underneath you. So channel looks like it could break soon. Did I do Nike already? Huh? Yep. Am I swinging anything? Um, Not anything that's serious. I've got Q puts for the $500 strike. I still have some of the Nvidia, but that position is or I still have Nvidia, but that position is actually I'm watching it here at the bell, liking it less and less. But anyway, yeah, I'm holding Nvidia. I'm holding the Qs, which is kind of a hedge for that. I'm still holding BBWI, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this, and I am pretty much sitting on the sidelines right now, just dipping my toes in. Don't touch my toes. I still see your gap fill here at 113.39, and you've bounced off of. Looks like you built a box, and so tomorrow you need to be above 1250. Go fill that gap, and if you want to keep going, 1460 is the trigger to the upside. So we already got that. XOM. Yeah, the link is in my bio. 140s and 145. Dividends are coming up or tomorrow. I can send you into a, let's see, hourly. That's interesting. Some no-name resistance right there. Um, I mean, this is just how XOM moves. I mean, if you look at it right here, big red candle, it whips down. So me personally, I wouldn't worry about it until it's underneath 1125 and or 1105. But lower time frame setup here. You got a floor here at 1212, and if you can recover that, you could punch back out. But I mean, there was a couple of good, decent setups here, but I also have, I've got more than three positions as well. So, what's up, Milk? Ghost. I don't think IWM is a terrible hedge. No, at all. Not at all. CSCO. All right, that's the bell, guys. Mr. R. Shout out to Potter Stocks. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. It's got earnings. Earnings. Pop. Decent. Yeah, I guess you move here and there. I see a target of 60 underneath you. I could definitely see that candle going full red. And then if you end up going the other way, be aiming for 69 bucks, which is far as fuck away. $61.89 would be a target, and cost basis at 65.55. Did I say AMD? I don't remember. Terrible. Another rejection on the floor today. So you need to be above today's high in order to get anywhere. Interactive brokers. Thank you, Potter. Yeah, no problem, Lynn. Damn, I just got hit with a sleepy wave. Night time? All right, as we get to the end here, Amazon looks like today's close. If you can get a candle open outside of 233, good candle close actually. So tomorrow it needs to go break out, and you have a straightforward, no-brainer target of 235.90. Right? You'll have the wick at the imbalance, and that's it. So wick body. I love that that guy's name is Bill Gluckman. It's pretty good. Wet all-wheel drive trader. What are you? Deep inside, it hurts. Hey B. Deep inside, it hurts. Oh. Does Snap have earnings today? Is that what I missed? Oh. QYLD. Yeah. Can I buy those leeches? Oh my god, you guys are fucking wild. I don't read this shit until I get done. Bro's on his burner phone. All right. So I have a question. Those of you guys, let's say you've been trading for a year. How's the last week gone? Especially focused on ET. I mean, anybody can answer this, but How has the ETF been? Right? If you've been trying to trade any ETFs, how's that been? Mid. Yeah. Amazing because I stayed away. Boo. Yeah. So, yeah. So I just want to remind you guys, a couple weeks ago we had a end of day discussion where we talked about being safe, right? Which sometimes means staying boring. Now, we're part of a pretty cool community. There's gamers in here, there's all sorts of different shit. So there's other things to be doing, right? Or just your real and regular life. Um, I am, and my discipline is keeping me away from this shit because we take trades, and sometimes I think it's good to go and refresh, right? And take a look at like what have you traded before, right? Remember Schwab? Feels like it was 10 years ago. Huh? Remember NU? Beautiful, right? These are the type of setups that we're not seeing. So we either wait and be patient, right? And we know that here's what the masses are doing, right? It's sometimes we want to include ourselves in this shit and because we don't want to miss out. And yes, we do and have the looming possibility of a fucking meltdown. That's something that is visible on the chart. Um, but it is, even if you were to miss a big move like that, you know, is it worth sitting at your desk every day for the majority of the day trying to catch something? So, all in all, the message here is continue to stay safe and remember that if we open up in range, I'm telling you guys, this morning I would have, I straight up just wouldn't have, and what would I have missed? Nothing. Open in range, set alerts on the tops and the bottoms of the previous day's candles, 24-hour time frame, and hit the snooze button. Now, I am not good enough as an analyst to tell you how long this is going to last. I if I'm if I recall correctly, did SMCI dump? It did bounce. It Guess there's no one there to lift them up. Come on, guys. All right, that's fucked. That's fucked up. Thank you, Ivy. Give that guy, I don't know, something. What do we have? A glizzy. Yeah, fill his Amazon wish list with glizzies. Oh, you know what? It's trauma. It's trauma. I told you that. Oh God, maybe choke. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Guap. DM me. Shoot me a DM. I'll send you some really fire pocket recipes. Not just playing. um. So yeah, just to reel that in. Um. Be safe. All right. Hang on to this money. Whatever money you got, it could be another 2 weeks, and that's what I was just gonna go and do. Is just measure. The last time that we had a kangaroo market or a market that just didn't go anywhere, I believe was it in here. No, it was even longer than that. I mean, we could go here and see periods where, I mean, but that's even more uniform. You see what I'm saying? Like this right here, that would almost qualify as like kangaroo type activity, up and down and up and down. I'll settle for that. That's cool with me. I don't mind that at all. Shit, I'll accept that as well, right? Over here. Can't draw fucking circles. Trash. But um, all that to be said, or all that, and it's just a matter of, once you have dropped into a weekly range, it is incredibly difficult to break it. So just keep that in mind. Stay safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If the market opens in the same range again after CPI, I'm jumping straight out this one-story window into my front yard and straight into my car, and I'm driving far away from my computer. So, um, what the fuck is that? But anyway, when you say opening candlestick, is that for the 24-hour time frame? I do not use the daily ever. If the market is headed into a meltdown, would it make sense to look at foreign markets? I mean, I don't. You could still trade those forward markets in our market, but not all of them. But you can still trade individual equities that are held over there. But no, I mean, I don't. I trade the downside. I yeah, I trade the downside. I'll trade the upside. It's all the same. So maybe sometimes I need to flip the chart upside down. But anyway, you can even go and look at the gains page, guys, right? And you can go and see that we've slowed down, right? So there's like 1,000 signs. And if your P&L is slowly grinding down, ask yourself, if every single trade, go look back at it. Was it worth it? And did the chart make sense? So, all right, you guys have a great afternoon. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye bye now. This will be on YouTube, so if you want to watch it back, do it there. All right, peace. Peace. Yep, no problem. Bobby. Yeah, who? Hold on. Oh, okay. Because why are people on my TikTok calling me Josh? Yeah, some random guy. There's no Josh in me, dude. I've never had a Josh in me. All right, anyway, I'm out. Peace. 20K likes. Maybe racially profiling you for another YouTube guy. Maybe. I haven't. Discount code is still up only for 3 more days. Um, so if you're looking to join the Discord, after Valentine's Day, I'm going to start shifting into taking a break. It's probably going to be about a week, getting ready for this wedding, etc., etc. White guy? White?
Attention.
Thank you. Damn, I'm old. Upstart is doing something. Uh-oh. What's happening? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. I'll be back. See you.